Hello dear 6th semester students, this is the first class of your second epidemic situation. So today we are discussing one topic for you, dissociation of sensibility. So it was a phrase, or it is a phrase that was introduced by T.S. Eliot, the famous modernist poet, and it was introduced in his essay 1921 essay The Metaphysical Poets. So dissociation of sensibility means what? Sensibility, that means ability to sense, and dissociation means what? It is not association, it is separation. So T.S. Eliot, he wrote that poets until the 17th century thought and felt and knew that these two exist together. That means 17th শতিকালৈকে up to 17th century, basically you see the metaphysical poets, John Donne, and all the metaphysical poets. According to T.S. Eliot, they knew how to mix, how to blend thoughts and feeling. That means poetry where we can find both emotion and intellect is the best poetry for T.S. Eliot. And he says that until the 17th century, thought and feeling were there in poetry in combination. Association of sensibility was there. But in the 17th century, a split occurred with the onset of scientific rationalism. লাহে লাহে কি হল, এই association of sensibility to it was gradually diminishing. And what happened, poets only thought or only felt. And after the Romantic Revolution, the poets only felt, they didn't thought. Again in the 19th century, that means Eliot perhaps indicates to Tennyson and Browning that 19th century there was a rather a return only to thinking, which he calls rumination. That means ruminate means reflect or meditate. So up to 17th century, the poets were able to associate the thought and feeling, and after that it was in a steady decline state. And Eliot says that he himself had to arrest this decline, and he himself had to stop this decline of dissociation of sensibility. So now I am giving you practical examples. It is 3 minutes, it is very difficult to upload, so I am actually trying to say you in a condensed way. So suppose John Donne, in his poem The Good Morrow, the very poem starts like this, I wonder by my throat what thou and I did till we laughed. That means in the very morning, both the lovers realize, the beloved Preoki and the lover, they realize that yes, after having physical relationship, or maybe the starting is like that they understand the value of their love, and in the poem they are immortal, they become they achieve immortality because both the souls become one. So this poem is very passionately begins, I wonder by my truth what thou means you, what you and I did, what we were doing till we laughed. Now we are in love and we loved each other, and our souls also become one. So but after that what happens, this passionate feeling of love is fused with thoughts, এই যেটো ফিলিং বা ইমোশন ইয়াক চিন্তাৰ মাজেদি আগবঢ়াই লৈ যোৱা হয় that means witticism is there wit means what argumentative যেতিয়া arguments হয় that is so suppose I'm reading some lines from that very poem in that particular poem the lovers say let sea discoverers to new worlds have gone let maps to other worlds on walls have shown let us possess one world each had one and is one যে নাবিকবিলাকক যাবলৈ দিয়া বেলেগ বেলেগ দেশ আৱিষ্কাৰ কৰি থাকক আমাৰ এখন সৰু পৃথিৱী আছে আৰু আমি তাতেই সুখী that means what though John Donne is treating the theme of love the lovers are in deep love but they are aware that there is an other world besides their small world other worlds of activities where the sea discoverers are discovering new worlds and like that in poetry the passion is conveyed in images এই যেটো passion যেটো the passion that is treated it is conveyed in images that are erudite that means scholarly খুব পাণ্ডিত্যৰ এটা মানে ইমেজৰ দ্বাৰা image that means rhetorical and ornamental devices like simile metaphor means particularly the metaphysical poets used conceits that means far-fetched images or to far-fetched or far-stretched that means two different things are brought together and a comparison is made between the two for example in this poetry also there is a conceit and I am reading this The Good Morrow by John Donne it's a metaphysical poem where Eliot found association of sensibility and after that till Eliot himself recovered and it was dissociation of sensibility that means there was no unification of thought and feeling even he indicated that two famous poets of the world Dryden and Milton started this dissociation of sensibility so I am reading the conceit of used in this poem so yet lover dujone koise they say my face in thine eye it is 7 minutes I have to sum within 10 for smooth uploading we will discuss again but the main concept is that since until the 17th century the dissociation starts the romantic poets also they failed but didn't thought and again in the first half is called romanticism in the whole 19th century and the second half of the 19th century called Victorian again Tennyson and Dryden they reflected only but this association was not to be found anywhere and only Eliot himself recovered this association of sensibility and some other things are there actually in some poetry of Keats Eliot found a struggle to recover this later on we will discuss all those things 8 minutes I have to sum up so my face in thine eye এই যেটো কনসিটৰ কথা কৈছো গুড মোৰো কবিতাটোত যেটো কনসিট আছে my face in thine eye thine in mine appears and true plain hearts do in the faces rest where can we find two better hemispheres without sharp north without declining west that means yet is lover dujon ejon beloved aru ejon lover both the lovers are saying that my face in thine eye I see my face reflected in your eye and you see your face reflected in my eye that is he says my face in thine eye thine in mine appears and true plain hearts do in the faces rest and our plain hearts are reflected in our faces we are both simple humble and we both love each other it is a purely eternal and purely physical love where can we that means physical and eternal becomes one here where can we find two better hemispheres that means আমি যে গোলার্ধ বুলি কওঁ উত্তৰ গোলার্ধ দক্ষিণ গোলার্ধ two hemispheres where we can find two better hemispheres our we are two hemispheres, we are two different people, but we are becoming one. But actually in this world, the hemispheres are different. One side sharp north and the other side declining west, but it is a whole hemisphere, a beautiful one. So these, all those geographical image, geometrical images from every other fields, John Donne uses in his poetry. That means the very passionate laugh, he treated that laugh with thoughts, that is called association of sensibility. And what is dissociation of sensibility? It is 10 minutes. Okay, we will discuss in you see that video, I will upload it, dissociation of sensibility part 1, and then it is easy to explain in part 2 because the main concept you have come to know. Okay, thank you for today. See the video.